I didn't actually think I was gonna think about playing through this game again. There were a couple of other games that I had in mind about doing for my next playthrough on Twitch, but so far, right now, this is the only thing that comes into my head. And for those of you that have followed me on YouTube, a few years ago, I have done a playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie. And I had like a blast playing through it. And for those of you that don't know, the Bear and Bird had got a new game. I got a game 2 years after the events of Banjo-Kazooie. And from what I could tell, it definitely broadened the horizons around there, especially for the N64's architecture. Even I didn't think it was going to be possible. Now that I get a good look at it, I didn't actually think it was going to be possible to actually, for the system to be able to handle everything to be... I mean, graphic-wise... I mean, no, not just graphic-wise, but I don't know what I'm saying. I didn't actually think it was going to be able to handle everything. Like, from processing power to memory and graphics and everything. Turns out Rare outdid themselves in that. Even though it had trouble keeping up with them. Keeping a constant frame rate on everything. And from what I can tell, I don't think it would matter anyway, especially with the expansion N64 memory expansion pack. But I can tell they definitely had some huge improvements on the Xbox port of the game. They did re-release both Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie as a port to the Xbox after Rare had been acquired by Microsoft. And from what I can tell, they did a hell of a job of it. I just wish they made it like another good quality game with the Bear and Bird instead of any like I wouldn't call Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts a knockoff, but considering I haven't actually played it, but there's something just seemed a bit off about that game. By the way, if you just tuned in, welcome to the start of my next playthrough. This is the sequel to one of the best platforming games the Rare developed for the N64. Welcome to Banjo-Tooie. And there's a lot more in store compared to the last game. More worlds to explore, new techniques. New everything. Alright. Now, with all that being said, we should go ahead and get started. Like the original Banjo-Kazooie, you have 3 files to choose from, as resembled by the portraits. And they have a much more graphical interface in this game compared to the first one. Even the objects over there that are shown on this menu, they can be interacted with and chosen as an option. I've already mentioned the portraits, that's your save files. The trash can over there, that's where you can erase the game. The camera over there is where you could be able to copy your save file. But this box over here is where you will be able to replay games and cutscenes and whatnot. This honeycomb-shaped television, this will allow you to adjust your settings and whatnot. And if you've noticed the image, like, the image shape, this game does support 16:9, which is helpful for widescreen sets. It's oddly amazing that they were able to implement that with the N64, especially with such limited specs. I gotta give my hats off to Rare on that one. And of course, there's this game, unlike the original version, unlike the original Banjo-Kazooie, this game has multiplayer, where you'll be able to play games with up to 4 players. Actually, you'll be able to play mini games with up to 4 players. I'll get in on that at a later time, but right now, I just don't see any point in doing that now. 8 o'clock, right on cue. Let's start a new game. And so it begins. Once again. 2 years have passed since Grunty the Witch was defeated by Banjo and Kazooie. "5 years if you count my playthrough of the original game. After falling from her tower, she was buried underground, where she remains until this very day." And unlike the original playthrough, I'm not going to bother voice acting for these guys. And Klungo's still out there trying to get the boulder out from that. Off of the ground. No wonder he can call himself a loyal servant to Gruntilda. Gotta be careful not to press the start button. Because that, well, if I remember, that skips cutscenes. You can skip cutscenes to this game as well. They actually done a much better job with the character model in this game compared to the last game. Especially with Mumble's design, they actually made it more smoother and less creepy than the first game. Yeah, shows my ass. They're just looking for an excuse to cheat. Yeah, little did they know when they're joining the card game, something evil lurks. Something evil and unexpected lurks. And if you thought Gruntilda was Grunty's only sister, think again. Was the source of the rocking happens to come from this mechanical drill. Found its way over to Spiral Mountain. Here's another one of Grunty's sisters. I forgot exactly what her name is, but I know the fat one is Blobelda. Yeah, I forgot what the name of the thin one is, but I know the fat one is Blobelda. You little cheat. I know that, Choco. Turns out Grunty's sisters have come to her rescue. It's a good thing Mumble is out there witnessing this action. Boulder Blaster, that's the name of their spell. You didn't even see what it's called in the book. Nice attention to detail. So Grunty's free, once again. And look at her now. Her body is nothing but bones. Her skin must have rotted from being under that rock for so long. Her body was not the only thing that rotted, her clothes are too. Probably shouldn't have done that, Congo. That freaks you out so much. Oh no. We've been spotted, boys! Turns out Grunty still has some magic left in her, even after being under that rock for so long. Well, there's the revenge that Grunty's been waiting for. And you see what I mean by N64's hardware limitations. And like I said before, it wouldn't matter if you added the memory expansion pack to it. As for me, I don't have the memory expansion pack. I'm just running as it is. Well, one of our guys is dead. And I hate to say it, but that's what it gets for being stubborn. Yeah, everyone escaped except for Bottles. And of course they dropped a new batch of baddies to wreak havoc on Spiral Mountain. And yes, that explains why Grunty completely just abandoned her lair up there. No wonder Klungo's so dedicated to walking with Grunty for the rest of his life. Too bad it'll be all in vain soon enough. Look at this place, it's a total mess. I wouldn't be so sure of that. Look at him, just burnt to a crisp. Now that their spirit is actually showing up on there. So here we go again. Starting up a game once again. Beginning out of Spiral Mountain. Before we actually go and explore this area, let's take a look inside the house after the wreckage. It's just sad. Everything is just totaled. The walls and floor burnt. Everything trashed, including the windows. Like, everything is gone, including the bed. Too bad there's nothing else we could get any use out of it now. That is a good question. Of course, the molehills are there as well, and you can still interact with them like the original Banjo-Kazooie. It'll give you a quick refresher on some of the moves that you learned from that game. If you choose to. Oh, there goes Congo. Guess who's our first boss? Like the original game, you'll be able to move around with the control stick. As for this guy, we'll be meeting him soon enough. You can do your traditional attacks as you move around. The B button, while standing still. In the original game, it used to be just with Banjo's single punches. Now they replaced it with Kazooie's triple peck. Just like the Rat-a-tat attack. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember exactly what it's been like so long. I'm just baffled about why they replaced it with Kazooie's Rat-a-tat ground attack. Yeah, you can see the huge difference in N64's hardware limitations. It's like going like 7 frames per second on some areas. Well, B while moving will allow Banjo to roll just like the original game. And A while pressing B up in the air allowed you to do the rat-a-tat attack. I think that's what I can't remember exactly what it was called, but just letting you know that's there. And there's collectibles you can obtain, like eggs you can use for projectile attacks. Red feathers that allow you to fly. Gold feathers which allow Banjo and Kazooie to be invincible. And unlike the original game, if you stay in that one area, enemies do respawn. In the original game, they respawn upon leaving the actual area itself. But this game, no. They respawn after a certain amount of time, after they've been killed. And speaking of collectibles, one of the big collectibles is right out of the get-go over here. As we go up here and you say the shock jump pad, you'll still have access to that. That's a good sign. Over here is the first Cheetah page, in which you'll find Cheeto back over here at Gruntilda's old lair. And poor Cheeto, he must have gone through a rough time with Gruntilda, especially after she's been freed from the ground. I guess she made sure she ripped those pages out before she actually went over toward her sister's lair, which is somewhere far away from here. Okay, let's just take a look at what we got around here. Yeah, and over here is the fly pad that's right up on this top, right up at the Spiral Mountain. You will be able to get it in Grunty's old lair, considering you can climb up the now destroyed bridge. There's a fly pad you can actually fly around Spiral Mountain, unlike the original game. And there are a few places you can actually get up to with that. And honeycombs will actually replenish health. They got more refreshers over here, like the Speedy Shoes, which we learned in the Gobi's Valley in the previous game. The Weighty Boots, which you learned in Bubble Gloop Swamp in the previous game. And trust me, there is going to be more to this. As we go ahead into this tunnel. And the music is actually still going as we transition over toward this place. Which is around the same general area, but I wouldn't be so sure about that. Alright, time to take on the first boss. None other than Grunty's. The most loyal servant of Grunty, Klungo. Minion with a mission. The boss's theme is actually pretty good, too. They really did a great job with this game. Even Grant Kirkhope, he did an amazing job with this game's soundtrack. I want to say it's better than the previous game, but I don't want to be too sure about it. I really don't like to pick favorites. And I should probably forget to mention. I should probably mention one other thing. Klungo will drink a potion, and the potion color varies on which what moves he will be able to do. The blue potion, as you see, will allow Klungo to clone himself. Oh, right. I mean, there's a clear indication that you can tell the real Klungo just by how bright he is. Consider, yeah, it's a clear indication to tell which Klungo is real, because his model was actually brighter than the other ones. There you are. And as I said before, it's actually randomized, depending on which save file. It's different for everyone. I probably forgot to mention that in the previous game for some different aspects of it, but what can you do about it? So many beatings. Oh yeah, that's where we came from. Alright, now to go this way, which will let us into the main overworld in the entire game. And you'll be amazed by what lies ahead. Welcome to the main overworld in this game, the Isle of Hags. And it's divided into many different sections. But the first one that we come into is Jinjo Village, home of the Jinjos. As you see the many different colors of Jinjo houses, one of them happened to be demolished by the drill. Or, no, there's probably more than one that got demolished. Alright, that one got demolished by the drill. And this overworld has warp points, which are called silos. I love this theme though, it's just so good. I just want to take a moment to listen to that, but we can't, like, I mean, you just let it. I mean, if you're in my shoes, you just probably want to take a moment to let that sink in. I mean, just enjoy it while it lasts, but especially with the King Jinjo over here. Which, I'm pretty sure that's the King Jinjo's house. And the Joe happens to come across some of this next section. Like I said, Jinjo Village is the first section of the Isle of Hags. And the first Jiggy we come across happens to lie right in this throne. The throne of King Jiggling. The king of the Jinjos. And just like the last game, there are 100 Jiggies. And if you want to 100% the game, you gotta collect every single one of them. This game, however, is not going to be easy to do that. It's probably one of the toughest games to 100%. If I can remember correctly. And he's going to tell us that all of his Jinjos have gone missing. So it's up to us to rescue them all. And that's going to be one heck of a rivalry, especially with the Jinjos and the moles competing in the kickball game. Our first Jiggy! Jiggy Wiggy. That's a tough name to remember. Jiggy who? It's one of the tough names to remember. Right, the crystal jiggy is the podium that we could use. Oh my god. The humor in this game just never ceases to amaze me. Like, the humor in this franchise just never ceases to amaze me. Oh, man. Alright. So, it looks like we're up... And he respawned in the cutscene! Come on, man. You gotta be joking me. That's the code. Set out. Here, take a look over here. And isn't that just foreshadowing what's expected out of us? And this big laser cannon that's out there. Took a lot of railroad grease to build that contraption. And there marks the end of Grunty's obnoxious rhymes. They call him Bob, like what is actually called the Big O Blaster, or Bob, whatever. So they built that contraption just to get Grunty's skin back. The one thing I should worry about after you do that is finding another outfit for her, because it looks like trash right now. Like, how does she know that? How does she have psychic powers too? I mean, how can she even see that? How does she even know that that King Jingling already gave Banjo the jiggy? Like, so many questions left unanswered. Okay, so what's happening here is that they fired up Bob. And it's draining all the life energy that's flowing from within this building. Oh man, that's gotta be horrifying right there. Let's hope. That pet is just... I feel sorry for this pet. It's just scared that... Just afraid to come out face him after he's become a zombie. Well... So their revenge scheme is just only the beginning. And of course, our next pathway happens to come through the home of the moles. Or in this case, as the sign points out, Bottle's house. Okay. I just want to make sure that I maxed out my things. And just like before, you can pause the game and check totals and stuff. But they added a new option for just for objects and items. Like that Cheeto page that we collected. And 5 of them will, in fact, if you return 5 of them to Cheeto, every 5 pages you return to Cheeto, you will get another cheat code. But where will you enter those cheat codes? We'll find out soon enough. Well, here we are, inside Bottle's house. And another fancy portrait of Bottles. As we see right here. And there's Bottle's mother. I know he'll be back soon. Just give it time. Give it plenty of time. And this must be her bedroom. Oh man. Don't worry, we can not interact with anything around this particular room except getting collectibles or getting eggs, feathers, and whatnot. And items that, and the number of things you can collect, like feathers and stuff, they're all in batches instead of just being like singular. So there's no worries there. And here's Goggles. The Mazel Gates glasses. So what happens? What they mean by that is that you go into up C for first person view. And you'll be able to zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in with the right C and zoom out with the left C. I mean, it's helpful if you want to get a good visual look, especially out in the further distance. Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that, considering the N64's limitations, which will kind of limit the draw distance with stuff. And Easter eggs, right? You may notice this one. Of course, it wasn't relevant to me, but one of my friends that I used to talk to a while back, he has played through this game. If you haven't checked out Universal Giant, I recommend you go and check him out. Well, he did a playthrough of this game on his YouTube channel. I recommend you check it out while it's still around. And in case you haven't noticed, that was the poster referencing the game that he played through, Jet Force Gemini. Yeah, I just go into first person view to give you a good heads up of what it looks like. Well, I don't think he does playthroughs that much anymore, considering the only thing he pretty much does on Twitch now is Ocarina of Time Randomizer. I mean, actually, let me rephrase that. The only thing he pretty much does nowadays is competitive Ocarina of Time Randomizer. But he does check out different games from time to time. I mean, the last one he did, pretty much did, other than, the last one he pretty much recently did after other than the Ocarina of Time Randomizer, was Hades. And I just recently bought that on Steam a while ago. And there's another Jet Force Gemini reference over here. at the end of the tunnel. It will not be you will not be able to go through there without talking to King Jingling first. Of course, this will bring you to the second section of the Isle of Hags, the Wooded Hollow, which is where you will find the mystical being himself, King Jiggy-Wiggy. Okay, we'll take care of you, and we'll take care of you. When you come across these podiums over here, when you come across those altar of knowledge, when you come across those altars, you'll find them at pretty much every world entrance, or every entry point. When you go next to them, it'll tell you how many jiggies that you actually need in order to open up this door. Of course, since we can only get one jiggy at this point, we will be able to open that door. Okay, that... We'll worry about that later. We'll worry about that later, but now I don't think it's a good time. And Jinjos? You guessed it. One of them is right here. And unlike the previous game, they come in many more colors. And they come in, and their families are represented by different colors. So there are a certain number of colored Jinjos you can collect. If you rescue all of them in the same color, you will get a Jiggy. Of course, this one is the first Black Jinjo, and there are 9 Black Jinjos in this game. And I forgot to mention one other thing. Whenever I said that it's randomized, there are certain aspects within the game are randomized, the colored Jinjos, the locations of the Jinjos, the colors are randomized. So there's no way... So don't exactly expect the same colored Jinjo to show up within your save file. It's different for everyone. So, that's something that I should probably go ahead and point out. Even when you come up to the front door of Jiggy Wiggy's temple, it'll tell you how many Jiggies you need in order to get yourself entry to the first world. And we will go ahead and ask this doorman to let us in. No cameras permitted and only food purchased in McJiggies. McJiggies. I wonder where they got that idea from. Yeah, I should point out that there's a couple things in there, but they're not that valuable, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But I just feel like checking around there just to be sure. And dispatches? They will change into different kinds of obtainables every now and then. As you see, the gold feathers and red feathers, those patches will change every couple seconds. And whatever you land on, you will collect. And here we go. Jiggy Wiggy's Temple. And of course, the monoliths. What's this podium over here? Remember the bottles bonus game that is optional in Banjo-Kazooie? This is required in this game to open the worlds. So here we go. First challenge. It's actually pretty easy. You just gotta match the pieces within the picture. It's as simple as that. You want it? Like the previous game, you press A to pick up a piece, place it on the picture, but if you want to put it away and pick a different piece instead, you will be able to do that. As you see, there's 5 pieces in there. It's simple as that. And each one has a time limit, so you want to be quick about it. And we get to see Jiggy Wiggy's magic happen as we open the door to the first world. And the crystal Jiggy glow. Behold the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy! And of course, after that, he'll tell you if you have enough Jiggies to attempt the next challenge, which we do not. But once we do, we will be back there to unlock the next world. As you see, we need 4 Jiggies to unlock to attempt the next challenge and open up the next world. And we'll get ourselves started right here in the first world of the game. Mayhem Temple. And like before, you'll be able to collect. There are certain collectibles you can get in the game. Extra honeycomb pieces for 1. Yeah, the big barrage, I forgot to mention that early on. If you press C to crouch and then B to B, you'll be able to do a barrage attack with Kasui's beak. And I forgot to mention in the last game, if you hold down B when doing this attack, you'll extend out further than you would normally get. And just like the overworld, there are wood points, which you will be finding across each level, and there are 5 of them if I can remember correctly. And I hear a Jinjo! And it looks like I'm right on top of him. And we found the first green Jinjo! What a find. Okay, this guy we cannot do anything about yet because we do not have the artillery to take care of him. And across the way, there are music notes. And like the other collectibles, like the other obtainables, they come in batches. So, you don't have to worry about missing like individual ones, like the original game. And this honeycomb, after defeating a certain amount of enemies, they will start to drop them. There is a small chance that they will drop a special honeycomb. This one has an exclamation mark. And what that will do, that is called a skill stop honeycomb with the exclamation mark. What this allows you to do is that it will allow you to stop your honeycomb energy wherever you'll be able to stop the honeycomb bar wherever you want, but you only have 10 seconds to react, so be quick about that. And speaking of quick, it'll go quicker as the game progresses, so be sure to keep that in mind. And I hear another Jinjo that's right up here. Don't tell me to get my sorry hide over here without collecting those notes first. The rarest kind of notes that you can find. These are the regular cloth notes. The most valuable... those regular ones up there were just worth 5. The most valuable ones, if I can remember, are the treble clefs, which are worth 20 notes. And they can be hidden really well, especially in obscure places that you wouldn't even think of looking. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up a silo, where we meet the guy who will teach us more advanced moves in this game, Sergeant Gem Jars. Drill Sergeant Gem Jars. Excuse me. And of course, this guy's Bottle's brother. And so we got our first move in the game. A game. And there we go. So now we'll be able to shoot projectiles, especially where we want to aim, by standing still. So now we'll be able to fire projectiles in first-person view. That's basically what this move is hitting. So if I go to first-person view with the up C, you now see a reticle that's showing up there on the screen. And you see the egg showing up there. That means you can now fire projectiles in this view with C. And you can use the control stick to move the reticle within the perimeters of the screen. And it's kind of labeled at a 4:3 standpoint, considering I have this displayed in 16:9. Well, it wouldn't surprise me because I do have a HD TV, so you'd be surprised. And speaking of treble clefs, the first one is right here. And there's our first pink Jinjo right here. Actually, no, that's the first purple Jinjo. I'm not colorblind. Okay, we'll take care of you. There's another move that's right up here. You could climb up from down below at the starting point. I think it's always safer to go around this route, and you need 30 notes to learn this one. 3 gold blaster. And with that, you'll be able to enter one of the prominent areas of the game. What this is basically telling you is that you can bring Kasui out of your pack and use him as a handgun. So as you go in first-person view with Kasui visible out in front, and you'll be able to fire projectiles from C. That's one of the incredible concepts that I've come to witness in Banjo-Tooie. Okay, now we found a second warp pad right up here outside Momo's skull. If you found more than one, you'll be able to warp between each other by just pressing B while standing on the warp pad. It won't count if you're standing on the edge of it. You have to go, like, right in the middle. Yeah, speaking of that game, I think I want to test it out right here by shooting these statues right here. It gets a little... Yeah, the actual movement of the reticle is actually a little bit more sensitive than I remembered it being. I'm surprised that hit. That was like 3 feet up, 3 feet further to the right. I thought I was going to miss that one. Of course, in here, we come across some gold. The treasure chamber. Chief Bloatison. What kind of name is that? And where is this relic? Actually, he'll open up this door up there, which links us to the Cheetah page. The second Cheetah page that we can find in the game. And of course, this slope that's got gold on it is way too steep. We'll never be able to get up there. But we will be able to get the extra honeycomb piece that's over here. And we can't do anything about those since we don't have to move for it. But we will be back here later. And I do love the transition, though, between going in and out of some areas, especially within the same world, because the music just keeps going. It just transitions to one area to another. Okay, so one of the things we could do right out of the gate is go right in this temple, but I wouldn't go in there just yet, because there's still a few other things I want to do first. Like going inside Mumbo's skull, for instance. Now, Mumbo, you may remember him from the first game, who aids you on your quest by turning you into different kinds of creatures. This game is a different story. And of course, in order to utilize him, you have to catch one of those mysterious creatures called Globos. The first one you may have noticed is right inside Mumbo's skull. And Mumbo's sleeping. Time to wake him up. Yo, Skull Boy, we need help. I gotta really appreciate the new redesigned model for. I gotta really appreciate the redesigned model for Mumbo, especially in this game. It's much less creepier than it looks, especially in the dialogue sprite. And yes, you may have witnessed, Mumbo is actually playable. There's telling you those are signposts, which will tell you about which will give you tips and stuff about that, but we don't care enough to actually look at that. Mumbo, he can jump, just like Banjo. He can attack with this shaman staff. The weaker enemies he'll be able to stun and kill, but the tougher ones I doubt he'll be able to take care of that. Yeah, these guys, he can handle them no problem with this shaman staff. And I forgot to mention he has less health than Banjo and Kazooie. One of the uses that you can have out of Mumbo, actually, one of the big uses, the only big use you can have out of Mumbo is by going over to those pads. Just by going over here to these pads. And the spells vary depending by the color of the pad. If you see Mumbo's pad glowing, you will be able to use it. And of course, here we go. Our Mumbo's first spell. His first spell is Summon. And the object in this case is the big Goliath. The big golden statue. I love how the Globo just pops out of there after it's being used the first time. Goliath, you'll have good use out of him, especially when it comes to knocking down big doors. But it's telling you that there's a time limit to this guy. You can return it to the base to regain control of him. And of course, we'll knock you out of the way because he's strong enough to take care of this guy. We'll kick that door open so we have entry to this area. And this, we can also go ahead and get that out of the way. There is another way you can actually get rid of the boulder. But we won't get that until a later point in the game. And we kick this door open and gain entry to another area. That area being the Jade Stick Grove. We have the white Jinjo, and need I remind you, this is the only white Jinjo you can find in this game. And there's one more area I want to go ahead and open, but I don't think I can get there in time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Barely got it open. Barely got it all in the first try. That's what I wanted to see. And I think that's enough use out of Mumbo for this one. And of course, returning, you have to actually return to Mumbo's skull and sit on the chair in order to no longer control Mumbo. So, that's something I should go ahead and point out. Alright, and here we go. So we've done all we can with Mumbo around this world. So, now's the time. Get out of here. And explore many different areas. Many more areas in this particular world. Like going in here, for instance. Well, this guy, you won't be able to understand him clearly because we're at a Baron Bird stage. But you'll only be able to clearly understand him when you're in one particular form, and that can be obtainable in this world. Right. Got a warp pad, because we will be back here later. I might as well take a wild guess on that. Nope. I thought it was worth a shot. But the actual puzzle is different for every save file. I was just randomly guessing that on that one. It wouldn't surprise me in the least that we'd be able to get that. Okay. There are a few things that we could do, but I doubt we'll be able to take care of it this part over here. But I'll just go ahead and show it right here. Yeah, we won't be able to do anything about that because there's a boulder in the way and we don't have anything to get rid of it. But we will be back here later. And underwater swimming mechanics you already remember. It says hold A to have Banjo kick his legs, while repeatedly tapping B will allow Kasumi to flap her wings. And you have a limited amount of air to go around, so keep that in mind. Alright, I think we should go ahead and warp to the entry point. Alright. Alright, over here. Let's go ahead and rescue the only white Jinjo in the game. But we can't do that without grabbing one move in particular, and that will be right here with 35 notes needed. The grip grab. I had a feeling that I was worried that they wouldn't be able to show this off, but there's a small chance, there's like a 10% chance that actually happened. Where the silo would just close on them. I love that. I find that very funny. Anyway, what this move allows you to do is that will allow you to grab on ledges. Not only that, it will allow you to scroll sidely around the ledges. Not only that, you'll also be able to attack enemies with that, which I find that to be really cool. Rescue the only white Jinjo in the game and get our first Jiggy from them. As I've already told you before, the colors are randomized. So don't expect the same kind of colors on on the particular save files. Alright, Jiggy number 3. And you thought that Mumbo was the only magician around here? In this game? You thought wrong. Because there is another person that will be beneficial to our adventure. And she happens to reside right over here in this tent. Right over here in this Indian teepee. But before I go in and check that out, there's one other place I should probably go ahead and check. And it's in this room. And remember, if you're wondering where you enter cheat codes, this is the place you'll be able to enter it. The code chamber. How this works? Dude, can you not do that while I'm trying to explain things? How this works is that you stand on the podium and you input the letters in order as the cheat code will actually entail. And you'll have a choice to activate that over there by this. Once you enter that, you'll have a choice to activate that or deactivate that with this over here. I'm just letting you know that's there, so... But since we don't have any But since we don't have any cheats, we don't have use out of that now, but we will be back here later. We will be coming back here often. It's about time we take a look up here. Actually, is there anything? Yep, there's a cheetah page right there. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this ledge. Take care of this guy before he gives us trouble. And there's another guy that we can go out to take care of. Alright, now that's done. We'll collect a second cheetah page. Alright, is there anything over there on the left side? That's just a sign. No use to us. Okay, this is where you want to be stealthy. Definitely do not want to wake this guy up. You want to be very cautiously sneak around. Just lightly tilt the control stick. Very slowly. Do not rush it. Do not rush it, or it will stop you out of there on the fly. We got it! That's chicken number 4. To be honest, I didn't think I was gonna get that in the first try. Alright, we're already making really good headway over here. Of course, I don't want to be saying that too soon, because there's so much stuff around here. It's going to take me a long time to figure it out. Those are the Globos, which you'll be able to collect and trade it in for our magic spells. If you thought Melba was the only magician in the game, here is the other. Humba Wumba is her name. And I think you already headed to what that does. Mumbo's role was different, but this will feel familiar. Gotta love the Globo effect coming out on the first time through. We got our first magic transformation in the game, Stony. Of course, to apply the transformation, you have to jump in the pool. And you can also jump in there to revert back. With Stony, you will be able to communicate with these guys over here. On the strong rocks, you'll find many surprises. And with Stony, you can also attack. With the barrage, with the B button. Okay, there's one other thing I should probably go ahead and do. And remember that puzzle? Last I probably took a random guess and got wrong. This guy will tell you they will give you out the puzzle. To read the chapter 1, the sun must rise before the moon and a star. A second moon and a second sun would then follow. You can always talk to him again if you've lost track. Okay. Sun, moon, star, moon, and sun. I didn't think it was going to be that obvious. Okay. That's one of the uses you can get out of Stony. But the other use happens to be right over that way. That's actually a little further ahead. Alright. So far, so good. Why did it look like he stopped there for a moment? That seems a little weird. And this will have a last warp point in the game. Or last warp point in this world. Come in there as a Stony, and you will be able to enter this particular area. Yeah, I wasn't gonna buy this set, but it turns out that they already handed us those short on players, so we can go ahead and enter this area. The Mayan Kickball Stadium. Oh, nothing like a game of kickball. Alright. How this game works is that you grab a ball over here. You can tackle other players, or you can tackle... Yeah, you can tackle other players to swipe the ball from them. And you can kick the balls, but you want to kick it over to the goal. And what you had to do is score the balls into your own goal. And we got to this guy, which will let us into the tournament. The Amateur Kickball Championship. The Mayan Amateur Kickball Championship. Indeed, we got a little training, so we'll go ahead and start the quarterfinal match. Right over here. The Mayan Kickball Championship is underway. And those guys look creepy. And these guys are relatively easy. I like how they boo these guys when they score their... when they score. Gotta love the crowd's excitement. This guy's not even putting up a fight. And the crowd really loves me. And these guys can't aim a soul. $22 points. And that's game. The first game is pretty simple, and all you have is the yellow balls, which will score in points. The semifinal match is a little different, because unlike the previous match, this one you have the red balls, which will take away points. As you see right there. These guys love the underdogs, don't they? And they just swiped the ball from me. I'm not worried. Knocked him out of that 1 point there at the last second. Got 18 on that. All that's up is the final game. The third and final round. The Lion Kickball final match. You say that now. I've scored a hell of a lot more points than you, buddy. But unlike the previous ones, this one has bombs. I was not paying attention there. I'll be taking that ball. Okay, I got him. Yeah, that one was on me because I did not pay attention. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Take care of you. Oh. Alright, there's that. And we get ourselves jiggy for the trouble. I'm too choked up with words. You and me both, man. You and me both, girl. As for this door, we won't be able to worry about that until later. So, there's that. Okay. I think there's enough of use of Stony. So, back to Wumba's Wigwam we go. Alright. So the global trade is only a one-time thing, but after you trade the global in, you can use your magic pool anytime afterwards. Same with Mumbo's use. Same with Mumbo's spells. Alright, now that we got the grip climb, we'll be able to do something about over there in the treasure chamber. And I should probably go ahead and mention this now. There is a lot of backtracking because there are certain moves you need in like early parts of the game. There's certain parts early on in the game that you need moves that you cannot get at this point, but you will be able to obtain that later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. Alright. Go ahead and get ourselves up here. Attack this guy. Attack this guy. Alright. Let me see what else we can find up here. Okay, we can't do anything about that. But we can get up here. And across this gate happens to be a tunnel to another area in the game. Of course, this tunnel being called Unga Bunga's Cave. Yeah. Do not run on these brambos. Because if you do not move fast on these brambles. Because once you do, you'll wake this guy up and it will kick you out. Very quietly, make your way over there. Now that we got that, we'll be able to take this. And I'm pretty sure this will hint you on one of the upcoming worlds in this game. Oh yeah, we go around this way. Alright, that brings us out, back over here to the treasure chamber in Mayhem Temple. Alright. I didn't think I was going to get these lucky breaks, especially since I haven't played this in so long. And haven't actually gotten any practice in. Careful, this is a family game. I love how they do. Like I said, this game's humor just never ceases to amaze me. This guy's freaking out now that his relic is gone. It wasn't even his to begin with. Okay. Now we'll be able to get up there and claim our Jiggy. Yeah, and remember, enemies respawn after a certain amount of time that the last one has been killed, on the same spot. Alright. Where's the Jiggy? Oh, it's right down there. I'm dumb. So that's Jiggy number 6. And it doesn't actually stop you on the... right there in place when you obtain the Jiggy like the previous game. Well, in most cases, they don't. Okay. I need a fly pad around here somewhere. Actually, you know, before I actually go and take on Targeton's temple, there's one other thing I want to do over here. And now it will involve the thing across this bridge. And these flies. Actually, you know what, let's go ahead and get rid of these flies. All 4 perfect shots. Love it. I didn't even have the top sword to initiate the challenge. Because I knew what I had to do around here. Alright, now we got a clip climb. We can get up here to get the second honeycomb piece. If I remember, there are 2 in each level. Well, from what I can, if I can remember correctly. 7 frames per second. How you doing, buddy? You go down to your totals. It should tell you how many of the collectibles in each particular world. Oh, no, there are 300 extra honeycomb pieces in each level. Okay! I must have misread that. We found all 3 moves that we needed from jam jars. There are 5 Jinjos in each level. 5 Jinjos in this level. And we only found 1 Cheetah page. The other one The other one I know where it is. So, okay, one of them I know where it is. So, I was just on my way to get that. Actually, now that I got a good look, I should probably take another back look. Oh, right. I am such a dummy. I'm such a genius. I should have known about the stone form could get under those really small alcoves over there. You can't get under there with the bear and bird alone. Okay. Alright. Back in the one before we go. Alright. Now to make our way over to that tiny little alcove, which you will only be accessible in stone form. And good thing you can actually use the warp pads with this transformation. Alright, we get the third and final extra honeycomb piece in here. Alright. And that is all the extra honeycomb pieces. If you hear a little bit of static around there, I'm sorry, there's actually nothing I could really do about it. I mean, this is the only setup I can go with at this point. Oh, right. I'll just make it easier myself. Save a couple of seconds. And just warp. Alright, now let's fly. It's got a much more dynamic view for flying in this game compared to the last game. Alright. There's another Jinjo. That's the first yellow Jinjo over here. And that's 4 Jinjos overall in this level. Only 1 more to find. Well, let's go ahead and fly up here. And there's a Jiggy all the way up there in the very top. I actually wanted to see if I could get there without actually touching the ground. Because once I do, I'm probably going to be landing right back up there. Come on, I thought I had it. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to... Yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to have to regrip and go back to the very beginning here. And if you're using the Big Bomb attack, like you're pretty sure you learned from the first game. You can actually hold the B longer to extend your aerial charge into the direction you please. So that's a helpful thing if you want to get by some places in the air quickly. Alright. Now that I think almost everything is said and done, there's one more thing we could do around here, and that's inside this temple. And because we learned that move of jam jars just outside of the temple, we can now use Mitsui as a handgun here, as we see right here, and have Banjo in first-person view. You can toggle your aim by using. You can toggle your aim up or down by using the up or down C buttons. You can strafe with the left or right C. And just like before and just like the older moves, you can fire your projectiles with Z. The art of bird handling. Inside this temple lies a collecting challenge where you have to collect those green statues inside of Tarkensen's temple. I did not mean to get that skill stop on a compete. I did not mean to grab the skill stop honeycomb. Okay, first statue is right on the left side. Oh yeah, the adjacent sides of where we came in from. One thing I should point out in this temple, there are doors just like this over here. If you press B near the door, actually no, if you press A near the door, it will open up. And you'll be able to travel through various tunnels and stuff. It makes navigating around this really convenient. Okay, I don't think we can be able to do anything around here with this. Okay. And I cannot aim at this guy. Okay. Unfortunately, the only thing I have going around here are the regular eggs. Actually, it'd probably just help if I just... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take some hits. Okay, we got 9 statues. If I remember, there are 20 in total. Those 20... Okay, I remember at one end you need 10 to unlock one chamber. Or get entry to one chamber. But all 20 will get you entry to another chamber. Okay, we've got 10. We got 10 statues. Which gives us entry to a slightly sacred chamber. And I hear Jinjo. Should be around here somewhere. Okay, that's where we came from. All right. Okay, we'll go ahead and inside here. I thought I heard a Jinjo around here somewhere. Maybe I should probably take another look around this particular area. Oh. You see it right over here? Oh, there he is. He's right over here. That's the second yellow Jinjo. Only one more in this family, and we found all the Jinjos in this level. So that's a good sign. That is a good sign. Okay, only 5 more statues to find. Okay, more honeycombs. This replenishes your health. Okay, there's that. Alright, 3 more statues. Where did you come from, dude? Not cool. Die. Yeah, you can open those doors with A. I'll take care of those guys from long range. Alright. And there is all 20 statues. Which will gain entry to the really sacred chamber. What is the difference, you ask? We'll find out soon enough. If I can get down there, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, now I remember which way it. Now I remember which way it is. It's down this way. Okay, so if I go here. Okay, I want to take care of this guy. And exclusive to the Kasui handgun arena style, maze style formats, you'll have the special golden egg, in which you'll have rapid firepower and unlimited ammunition to go around. But this only lasts for a limited time. This only lasts for about 60 seconds. Just gonna go ahead and warn you about that right now. Okay, that leads you to a shortcut over here. Alright. The chamber on the left is the slightly sacred chamber. And there's really not that much to write home about except this basically empty. And you'll get a free Jiggy. But the really sacred chamber is a much different story. And you're about to see why. I wouldn't be so sure about that. And here's the mighty Torkensan. Despotic, dizzy totem god. Thy dart-ridden doom. Okay. Okay, what you want to do here is use the eggs. Right, where did you go? what you want to do is use your eggs to shoot at the targets that are within this body. Once you're done with that, you'll have to take care of his minions over here. Okay, there's that. I didn't think I was gonna get away with that. Okay, go too soon. I could probably just strafe around there. Got it! And with that, that does it for target sand. There's a self-destruct. You'll want to take cover behind those barriers over here. As this, unless this is deadly self-destruct attack. Yeah, take cover behind those if they are still up in that case. And after you're done with the boss, you get the Jiggy. I did not think I was going to get away with that one so easily. Alright, now I think we are done with everything around here. Okay, now I just need to find my way out around here, and I pretty much know where I'm supposed to go from here. Alright, this way. And up to the middle. And I should probably point out that this is one of those areas that you can also play in multiplayer for, well, competitive battles against your friends. And from what I can remember, that's about all that we can do around here for now, at least. There's one more thing we could do, but we don't have the move to get that. Okay, we got all the extra honeycomb pieces. We're still missing only one Cheeto page and 2 Jiggies. The Cheeto page, I had a good feeling about where that is. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there was one other Jiggy that we could get around here. Actually, let's go ahead and do this for now. Because there might be something around that way. I don't remember if there is. But if there's not, then couldn't say I didn't look. There's the Cheetah page. Yeah, that Jiggy is way far out of my reach for that jump. And besides, that's not the way you're supposed to get that Jiggy. Okay, and as for this, there's wading boots over there that we can get across this hazard area. Yeah, do not step in that in normal form. You will need the wading boots. Okay. That's our 11th Chicky, which means we only have one more to go in this world. But unfortunately, we cannot get it yet. Because we do not have the move we need for it. So, that basically means we got everything, just about everything we need in Mayhem Temple. Yeah, but just to clarify, I'm checking totals anyway. Only one Jiggy remains, and we will be done with this world. It took about an hour, but we pulled it off. And we come back into the Owl Hags. To get ourselves entry to a couple more worlds up ahead. And enter Jiggy Wiggy's temple. Alright, challenge number 2, let's go. That poor guy. He must have gone through a lot. Nope, that's this one right here. Alright. Open the doors to the second world. And unfortunately, this is a one cutscene you cannot skip. Behold the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy. Again. And it gives us a glimpse to our second section of the Owl Hags. The plateau. When I open the door to the second world in the game, Glitter Gulch Mine. For what I can remember, that's the thing. And it's telling us we have enough Jiggies to open the door to the next world. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Jiggy Wiggy's Challenge 3. Okay, nope. That's the corner piece. I want that there. Yeah, the frame rate doesn't actually really help you out with this particular scenario with controlling your piece. I mean, it would help. I mean, the Xbox port will actually help you out a whole lot better, considering they adjusted everything. Oh, the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy. And another section of Owl Hags that we get a glimpse of, Pine Grove. And open the door to world number 3, Witchy World. Alright, we will keep that in mind, Jiggy Wiggy. Okay. Now that we got ourselves sorted out over here, And we have the grip climb. We can actually head over this way. Because this doorway will lead us to the second section of Isle of Hags. The Plateau. Which we already got a glimpse of when we unlocked Glitter Gulch Mine, as the sign entails. And as for these pads, this is one of the biggest concepts in the entire game that you will get later on. And you'll see it from my standpoint. Okay. And they can be used for situations like these, where you have to have one character stand on the switch and the other on their own respective switch. And as for the eggs, you think those regular eggs that we've been using are the only eggs in this game? Think again, because with 45 notes, we'll have access to fire eggs. Alright. And now that we have more than one type of egg, that selection will actually... The actual stacks will actually shuffle for the different kinds that you already obtained. Now that we got fire eggs, you press R, it'll show you your eggs. But when you have the eggs selections in view, you just tap R again, you will be able to switch between that kind of egg. But they can only be switched in a certain order, so keep that in mind. Okay, we activate the silo over here. Yeah, and I might as well go ahead and die. Might as well go ahead and get this out of the way, since we got a fire egg. Let's hit one up there. And open the door to the Pine Grove section of Isle of Hags. Oh yeah. Now that we got a good look over here, there's more notes that we can collect. An extra honeycomb piece down there, which I did not actually expect. So now we got 4. And inside this hive, we got access to one of the characters in the game, Honeybee, who will give us extra honeycombs. And the honeycomb pieces that we collected, we will be able to trade it to her for extra energy. Wow. Sure we do. I actually got 2 more units of energy. It's a little bit more than I expected. And as we see, those 2 big honeycombs, they have now disappeared because we traded in those extra honeycomb pieces. So now we got 2 more units of health. I'll tell you what I do. I'll go ahead and get Gulch Mine started. Get a few jiggers in, and think I'll call it an episode, I guess. And there's a cheetah page right out of the gate. Right on top of that sign. There's another kind of shoe right over here, but you won't have access to that until you find gem jars in one specific area of the game. Alright, now that we got 5 cheetah pages, we can now return to Cheeto and Spiral Mountain. And it will give us our first cheat. Yeah! I love those guys. I love those sounds those guys make. As you see, we got a Globo over here. Out of the gate. They're throwing a lot of stuff out of the gate from Glitter Gulch Mine. the cheetah page right out of the gate, and then the Globo. One was a Wigwam right up there along the way. And there's a Warpad inside the Wigwam as well. Oh, right, we gotta talk to her first. Okay, now we got our second transmission in the game. Dynamite. Well, at least that's what it's called, I think. Detonator. Never mind. This guy, you want to... There's a huge risk factor you play with this guy. You can attack with him, but it will cost a unit of your health. He does pack a powerful punch, though. I will give it that. You'll see what I mean right here. Alright, as for this... I want to go ahead and check out the fuel storage. Because there's something over there that we could do with detonator. From what I can remember. Yeah. Yeah, be very careful about where you go with this, because you got this TNT dude that will throw dynamites. And if you're not careful, they will hurt you as badly. And there's the saucer dude that's trapped inside this box. And that's exactly why we have detonator out for. You go near a TNT barrel with a rope next to it. You just go up next to it, and it'll detonate the barrel on its own. And that's one of the big uses out of detonator that you can get in this game. Or in this world, for that instance. Okay. As you see, he'll be up there. However, he won't be out of there just yet, because there is... From that hints us that there is another door up there, and we have to open it so we can get out. Alright, can we get out of the 7 frames per second, please? Thank you. Alright, this guy, we can break those boulders with him, which is awesome. Alright. Okay. I thought there was like a barrel in there that we can use to break open the entry, but I guess not. And this area is packed with dynamites, so be really careful about them. Alright. There's another area with detonator that we can get to around here. Alright. Alright, we got that. Alright. Alright, come on. Let's get that. Let's break that path open. Oh god, I remember what's behind that door. And I do not like this character one bit. No, I don't. I hate that guy with a... I loathe that guy with a passion. And you will see why. You will see why. Okay, we got another TNT barrel there. Alright, get out of here. But the honeycomb actually makes up for it. But killing these guys. Okay, now we'll break that open so we can get entry to this area. Okay, there's... I want to say there's one more thing around here that we could do a detonator, but... It was on the top of my head, but I can't actually remember where I can use them for. Okay, I remember this is the toxic room. The toxic gas cave. Alright, there's an extra honeycomb piece in here. Didn't think I was going to actually find that. The third and final yellow Jinjo. Alright, let's get out of here before we lose our air and our health. Alright, we're losing our health anyway because we have to break over those boulders. But, whatever. Okay, just want to check around here and see if there's anything else we can do. I don't think there's anything else, but... Alright. Looks like we're good over here in the toxic gas cave. Yeehaw to you too! Yeah. I'm sorry, I just love the sound this guy makes. Oh yeah, it's right around this way. Okay, we can't get up there like this. Okay, I think I remember where I was supposed to use him. It's just right down this way. Yeah, right down the mine entry. Yeah, right down mine entry number 2. Okay, there's a Globo that we could use from Bumbo over here. Yeah, there's another TNT barrel that we can use for detonator. Alright. Break that open. Okay, I want to say there's one more that we could use for detonator. Alright. Going at 5 frames per second. Hi there, how you doing? Oh, jeez! I almost died there. Okay, is there anything else we can do around here? Oh, that's the power hut. Okay, we will be back here later. And I definitely do not have the energy to go around. Definitely do not. So I'm probably going to have to Take a rain check on that one. And come back as the Baron Bird. Actually, you know what? Let's go and activate the warp pad. And hopefully get back in. Make it easier on myself. Actually, let's just go around this way. Because there are a few guys that I need to kill. And I need honeycomb pieces. Oh yeah, man. Okay, so it did not really matter at all. Okay. There's, like I said, there's so much you could do around this particular area in the game. Look at that guy missing the left jab. This guy, I do not like this guy. Mary Canary is his name. Extreme torment and suffering is his game. Let's break this cage open. But to 100% the game, we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to free her. And I do not feel like doing this now. Is over there by the broken minecart. Of course, more minecart shenanigans. How did we not get tired of that? Especially during Donkey Kong Country. Yeehaw to you two! Okay, there's one move. One move that we can learn around here that we can break open those boulders with Banjo-Kazooie, and it's right here in the silo where you need 85 notes. The Bill Drill. Yeah, what that allows you to do is have a Kazooie. When you slam down with Kazooie's head, it'll activate the drill. But just tapping the Z. Just tapping the Z will allow you to do the traditional slam. But if you hold C while doing it, it allows her to activate. It allows her to act like a drill and break those boulders. So that's a really useful thing to get around with this move. And we got a boulder right here. Let's break that open. For our extra honeycomb piece. That's a second one already, isn't it? Yeah, that's our second one. So we only got one more to find. And that was pretty fast. Faster than I thought it was going to be. And you know what this also means is that we can also come back to Mayhem Temple. and get that last Jiggy. Over here, that's the Prospector's hut. But this guy's sad because he lost his faithful partner, which is right there in this picture next to him. You can come out this way, but you won't get anywhere because the boulder is in the way. Which is why we had the builder for it, and we had to go out there from the other side of that. This must be Prospector Bill. Dilberta, huh? Fortunately, we know where he is. And as you see, there's a boulder in the way. We can't get in from that side. So we have to come back around from the outside. Alright, there's... Actually, let's go ahead and... Actually, we're gonna go ahead and make our departure from this world for now, at least. Unfortunately, we have a shortcut back, so no worries there. And let's just go ahead and warp over to the Wooded Hollow section, because it's faster this way. Alright. We got that done. Oh yeah, the prison compound is over further down. Okay, so we can just warp there and save ourselves time and frustration. Alright, we'll take care of that on our way out. So, and here we go, once again. Alright, now that we got the builder up, we can actually get rid of this boulder. And open up the stairway down here. And get ourselves down to the columns vault. If I can remember where the columns are. The first column should be... No. You hear a little jingle if you found the right column. Alright, that's the right column. The column that's got the first Jiggy. It'll jump to the next column. Be very quick about this one, because you only got 45 seconds to go around with this one. Okay. We'll just go and get the 2 more columns here. I hope this guy does not kill me as soon as I come out of this cutscene. And that's the last one. Hopefully that's the last one. And we can easily get that Jiggy, no problem. I like how the timer is just actually the small Grunty sprite. That is everything in Mayhem Temple. I like how they replaced the hourglass with the Grunty timer. Right there. I'm not sure why, but I do. Alright, here's Dilberta. Yeah, there's the boulder. This is the drill bill. This is the bill drill, and breakout open. And we can go right through. Okay, this way. That was a shortcut. And we made it. Yeah, but there she is. And there it is, another Jiggy. The first one in Glitter Gold's mine, from what I can remember. Actually, was that the first one? Yeah, that's the first one. Okay, we only got half the notes. So we are in pretty good shape right now. Okay, across the way, there are many more passages. I don't know why, but I love the sound those guys make when they just pop up from there. You even see their hats over there that gives you an indication that they are right there. Okay. You can't get rid of those guys. About 2 hits from the fire eggs. And if I remember, there's 3 hits from the regular eggs. And over there is the train station. Okay, we got another boulder to break open with the bill drill. And we hear Jinjo, and that Jinjo is trapped inside. Blue Jinjo freed. Over here in the train station, you think we'd get some use out of there, right? Unless that's what you thought, but... However, the train has toppled over. And over here, this is where Mumbo's magic comes into play. We will be back here in just a moment. Right. Okay, we activated the warp pad, so I think we're good. Oh yeah, it takes more than 3. Okay. Okay, there's entry number 3. From what I can remember... Okay, we can't do anything about that. But there is... one other place we can go. That's right over here. And over here into the generator cavern. How this works is that you need a fire egg to activate the generator. Be very quick, because these do not last long. And if you need to light up the way, you can shoot a fire egg that gives you a small temporary light along your path forward. But your egg has to hit the green thing. The green glowing thing in there. That allows it to power on. And you need to do some precision platforming over here as well. And dude. Will you not do that? There is the Jiggy that's waiting for you at the end. Well, that was not as bad as I thought. There was another area like this, but this one is more difficult. A bit more difficult, I would just say. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's just a little bit more difficult. Okay. Now, the other thing we should probably do is... Oh, right. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably go and... Probably go out to Mumble's Skull. Okay, there's notes. Now, up to Mumble's Skull we go. In this level, there are two areas that you will have use out of Mumbo. One of them was the train station, which I showed earlier. But the other one, you may notice that big boulder that's unlike the others. This is where Mumbo comes into play as well. Alright. And there we go. Mumbo's back once again. And we got more health with this guy as well. The extra honeycomb piece... The honeycomb health units that you get from the extra honeycomb pieces are... Let's just say they're carried over to all the characters that are playable. So I'm thankful that is a thing. Alright. Now... From what I can remember, all right, we'll take a look at the train station in a little bit, but now there's one other place that I should probably go and take care of, and that's right over here. Oh yeah, I just realized that there's a warp pad over there, and I have not activated it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And then get Mumbo in for the magic. And his magic spell for this world, Levitate. Starting with a Jiggy Polter. Over by this shed. Once Mumbo's magic is done with this particular area, the pad will disappear. And if you start to see that yellow glow over there inside Mumbo's wigwam, you can already tell that there's one character that Wumbo dislikes, and that would be Mumbo. That took longer than I thought to kill you. Anyway, Going over here to the train station, there's another pad where we have the levitate spell, and we can get this train back to rolling order. Shuffle the train. And the train is back on its wheels. However, I should probably mention that this is one of the many things you can also use to get around to certain places in the game. Presumably to a few other worlds, in which they have train stations. This being one of them. And as you may have noticed, that's all the use we can have for Mumbo in this world. Alright, well, let's see what else we could do around here. Actually, I kind of feel like taking on the boss around here, which happens to be inside the train. And now that I think about it, there's also one other thing I should do first before I go and take him on. And before I do that, let's grab the Jinjo over here. Our second green Jinjo. Yeah, the frame rate does not really help around here, especially with the one challenge site, which I would dare not speak of, but we have to do it anyway to 100% the game. In fact, we have to do it twice to 100% the game. One for the Jiggy, and the other for the Cheetah page. And this is why this guy is the bane of my existence. But we might as well get this over with. This is why this minigame sucks. Because you have to tap as fast as you can. You have to tap like a god in order to get yourself faster. As you see, you can probably hear me tap it as fast as I can. I probably need to do this with one finger. I can't use my thumb on that because and I probably need to pause around every now and then because this gets tiring real fast. This gets tiring insanely fast. You have no idea how annoying this game is. You have no idea how annoying this minigame is. I mean, the sluggish frame rate kind of helps out in that regard, but it does not help out enough. God, that was annoying! I managed to outpace him somehow. And this gives you the Jiggy. But to 100% the game, and you have to get the Cheetah piece too, and you have to do this again to get the Cheetah piece. Not sure you want it, huh? Oh boy. I'm not going to look forward to this one. Alright, can we take care of you before you get annoying? And you as well. I'm not going to look forward to this. I know my arm is probably going to... No, my arm is probably going to break as soon as I... done with this one. Probably going to need a pause for this one. Oh my. I probably have to go back and forth with my thumb and my finger. Kind of helps a little bit, but I'm not sure if it is enough to actually go around with it. Oh my. Alright, he's probably gaining ground, but that's because of my tiring of this arm. Because this game sucks! Oh my god. This minigame sucks. If you think this is bad enough, just wait until you get much further in the game. It'll be much, much more annoying. I don't know. Want to know where that's been. Foreshadowing into another world in a game. Oh my god. I am not going to look forward to meeting him again. No, not a chance in hell. Oh my god, that was annoying and tiring at the same time. And over here, this is where we get the head bird kazooie. Made it up as we added to the ordnance storage entrance. We need 95 notes to learn this next move, in which we can learn the big bayonet. And probably one of my favorite attacks with this style. As you can see, while you're holding Kazooie as a handgun in first-person mode, you just press P and just give it a good whack at the bad guys. And that's all there is to it. Alright, we got TNT sticks to worry about over here. Yep. Don't even... Yeah, for this one, don't think about using your eggs, because it will immediately end the challenge. So you're gonna have to rely on your melee attack. So you have 200 seconds to come across this whole mine, finding all the TNT time detonators. Yeah, to you too. Alright, there's one up here if I remember correctly. Yep, there you are. Alright, 10 more to go. Alright, trying to remember where all the other ones are. Alright. Oh, Okay, oh, I was just here. Okay! Probably should have thought this one through. Alright. Alright. 9 more to go. Okay, there's another one here. Actually, there's 2 in the same room. Alright. There are 6 more to go. Looks like we're making good headway here. There's another one up here. Alright, only 5 more. Pretty sure I remember where they are. Okay, not here. It's one of them is down this way. Okay, another one down here. Okay, never mind. There's one down here. Actually, 2 down here. Okay, not do that, please. Yep, there's the last one. And done. Whew. That one wasn't as annoying as the last one. My good God! That hard race is annoying! Alright. Okay, now if I can remember my way out of here. Okay, no. Not that way. It's really easy to get lost around here. Actually, now I remember where I'm supposed to go here. Right up here. Okay, this leads me back to the entrance. Okay. Ordering the storage done. And Jiggy obtained. That's number 27. And I gotta say, we come a long way. Well, I wish I would say that, but we have only just gotten started. Okay, is there? Actually, can we? Alright, this one I remember you need to be quick about, because this gate will only stay open for a short amount of time after landing on the switch. You only have 35 seconds to make your way across there. And they kind of cheat you out of the frame rate in there as well, which is very cruel of this game. But the Xbox port makes it a little more forgiving. Alright, we made sure we got through it that time. And go into the waterfall cavern. Alright. So, secret number 18. As for this boulder, there's a special move you need to learn, and we do not have it. Oh, I screwed up. I was supposed to glide over there, but I missed my jump. That's what I get for not paying attention. Okay, so there's these 5 eggs to... Okay. Trying to remember if there is a Jinjo around here. No, there's a Trouble Clef. Which I want. Okay, we're at 200 notes right now. So far so good. Alright, there's a ladder we can climb up here. Oh yeah, and that's where our second Cheetah page is. Actually, no, that's the third Cheetah page. That's the last one. Okay. Alright, I just want to confirm one more time. Yep, that's our third Cheetah page. Okay, so all that's left is 2 Jinjos, 1 extra honeycomb piece, 20 notes, and 5 Jiggies. Whoa, boy. Don't tell me it's gonna make me do that gate challenge again. Because that will be annoying. Actually, let me check the switch just to be sure. Okay, good. Once you pass through it the first time, it's perma open, so no worries there. Okay, let's give this one another try. Alright, let's give us another try, and let's try. There we go. And through here we go. That brings us to the flooded caves. You get out of here, dude. And over here lies a series of tunnels, which you will have to swim through. Alright, if I remember. Now, there's one area around here which will land you over toward the Jiggy. If I can remember, it should be somewhere around this particular area. Actually, no. It's the one part where they have a longer tunnel. Okay, no, that's just eggs. Actually, let me go ahead and... If I remember, there's one tunnel that's longer than the others. That should be the one that indicates the Jiggy. Alright, let's try that again and find the tunnel this time. There it is! And the only source of light in there is the Jiggy. I could have sworn that there is one of those tunnels that's longer than the others. Actually, let me take a look around here. Okay, that's a honeycomb. I just want to make sure that I got the right pathway. Okay, so it's just straight, left, then straight to get to the exit. But left, straight, and then back to get the Jiggy. Alright, so straight, left, and then straight. And then back. This is straight, left, left, and then back for the Jiggy. Alright, this should lead us out over toward another section of Glow Gulch Mine. And of course, it's the entry that we broken open. Very convenient that they have that there. Okay, now we get those other notes. That should be the last of the notes right here. Okay, with that, we should be able to get around here. Oh, right. We just came from that area a moment ago. Alright. Well, that was stupidity on me. Okay. I will need that. Okay, that we can't do anything about yet. Come to think of it, I don't think I can get up there with this. Yeah, we need we need those spring boots, but we don't have access to that yet. So, there's one Jiggy we'll have to come back for. Alright, as for this, we're gonna have to time these moves perfectly. Okay. And as for this, we'll just have to big barrage that to stop the crushers and move the conveyor belt and activate that shredder. That would have shred the boulder, but inside is the Jiggy, and once the boulder shreds, the Jiggy is split up into 3 different fragments. You want to find all the fragments so you can complete that Jiggy. And as you see, there are the 3 fragments that came out of that. And you're gonna have to come out of there. Okay, I thought I was able to get away with that, but I guess not. Turns out I was wrong. Alright. And, like I said, you gotta find the 3 fragments of the Jiggy. There's the first one right there. They're placed randomly, depending on which save file. Right. Okay, there's the second fragment, and the third fragment is right over there next to the shed. Alright, and I think it's about time we go ahead and take a visit to the train station. Alright. Let's see the train up and running. Just reading that sign will tell you where the train is. Even if it's not in this particular world that you're in. Okay, there's the train control pad. You'll be able to use that to travel to other worlds that you already unlocked the doors of the train station. However, you cannot use it yet. Because there's one thing you gotta do, and it's over here in the boiler room. In which, we have a boss. Maybe it's a Jiggy, maybe it's not. We'll see. Okay, there's old King Cole, grubby boiler monarch. You're supposed to be the merry old soul. I like how they incorporated that pun with that, too. Okay. You can use your eggs to do a little bit of damage on them, but it won't do much, but at least you get something going. If it gets that heat on for too long, it may not end up good for you. Okay, melee attacks also work in there. If it lets that heat on for too long, you will lose air. Barely got that in just before the heat comes back on. Alright, there's the Jiggy. And we have access to one of the big means of transportation in the game. Alright, 21 Jiggies so far. We're coming in a good progress. And about 3 hours, give or take. Alright, and now we've got ourselves a few more things we need to do around this world. Okay, we'll take care of you. Alright, well, go ahead and warp to Mumble Skull because there's something around that mine entry we need to take care of. Alright, one of them is rescuing that Jinjo. The second purple Jinjo to free. Okay, I'm not sure why the camera is locked over there, and bad time to be sneezing. Can I not have unwanted sneezing around here? Oh boy. This sneeze just wants to come out. Alright. Let's go ahead and break open that boulder so we have a quick way out. Okay. Split pads. Okay. We'll have a use for that in this particular portion, but I think this is the one that you will have to utilize that. As we head in the power hut, you need to have one person standing on that, while the other person will have to go in and through that dark chasm over there. Over there in the basement. Actually, you really don't actually need it, because you can actually use your fire eggs. If you have plenty of fire eggs, you should not have a problem getting through this. Okay, so the left one is next. If you have plenty of fire eggs, you should not have a problem getting through it. Oh my. I just gotta make sure I don't jump ahead. Okay, I'm almost right there near the Jiggy. Oh my. I'm right there. Yep, I'm right there. And got a little bit of light. Yeah, so you really don't need to split up pads for this. It's just telling you that this is the safer option to go around. Yeah, sorry if there's like no white around there. I'm just telling you that this is another way you can get this Jiggy. It really doesn't help if my camera is restricted in that particular spot. Saying as I have plenty of fire eggs, I don't actually need to split up pads for this. Which is what they recommended in that game, but screw it, I did it without it. Okay. Alright. All that done. Let's see. We got one more Jiggy left to find, and we do not have the move needed to get that. One more Ginger to rescue, and one more extra honeycomb piece to find as well. Okay, we definitely made a lot of ground on this one. Okay, with that, I probably want to go ahead and call it a day on here. But I just want to be sure about a couple of things. Okay. I know there's nothing around that spot. Let me just check around here. Let's just check around back here, and there is nothing back here. Alright, just thought I'd check. Alright, there's one other thing I should want to make sure that there is. Oh, right. Let me make sure. Let me see if it's right in here. Okay, that's just feathers. Okay, that's just another stack of feathers. Alright, we better go ahead and get out of there before we lose all our air. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we could do around here at this stage. Well, let me just take one more look around here. Back over to the tool storage. Alright, there's nothing there. Just wanted to be sure that's everything around this part. Alright. All that's said and done. It's about time we take our leave. As much as I want to go ahead and take care of Jiggy-Wiggy's next challenge to unlock the next world, but sadly I do not have the time to do that. Because at this moment, this is where I'm going to leave you. We were signing off. Thanks for tuning in to the start of this next playthrough on Twitch. Banjo-Kazooie. No, Banjo-Tooie is what I meant to say. Or Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie, whatever. Oh yeah, before I do that, let's free the Jinjo that's inside over here. The second black Jinjo.